Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go with the information. In the xy plane, the points a, 7 and b, 12 lie on the graph of y equals to x square positive 3. What is the minimum possible value of a positive b? Okay, since we have both the points a, 7 and b, 12 lie on the graph of this function y equals to x square positive 3, we can plug in each point into this function over here. Okay, now let me plug in the first point a, 7 into the function. Let me write over here a, 7. Since we have this point on the graph of this one, we can plug in the exponent a for x over here and 7 for y coordinate over here. First, let me write the given function as it is. That is y equals to x square positive 3. Now I'm going to plug in the exponent for x over here and the y coordinate 7 for y over here. Then I'm getting 7 equals to a square positive 3. Okay, now let's solve for a square in this equation. For that, we have to isolate a square. Let me get rid of this positive 3 by subtracting 3 from both sides. When I do so, this positive 3 and negative 3 will cancel out. 7 negative 3 is just 4 equals to a square. Okay, now to get to solve for a, I have to get rid of this square. For that, we have to take square root on both sides. Whenever I take square root on both sides of an equation, for one of the square roots, I have to consider positive or negative sign. Usually consider positive or negative sign for the square root which contains number inside. Okay, this square root contains a number 4 inside it, so we can consider positive or negative sign for this square root. On the right side, the square root and square will cancel out, and positive or negative, the square root of 4 is just 2. Then on the right side we have a. So we get two values for a. One is a equals to 2 and the other one is a equals to negative 2. Okay, now let's solve for b. For that, we have to plug in the second point into the function over here. Let me write it. There is b, 12. The function is y equals to x square positive 3. Okay, now what I have to do is I have to plug in the exponent b for x over here, the y coordinate 12 for y over here, as I did over here. Then I'm getting 12 equals to b square positive 3. Okay, now let me subtract 3 from both sides. Then positive 3 negative will cancel out. 12 negative 3 is just 9. Equals to b square. Okay, now to get this square over here, let's take square root on both sides. When I take square root on both sides, we can consider positive or negative sign for the square root which contains a number 9 inside over here. Then on the right side, the square root and square will cancel out. A positive or negative, square root of 9 is just 3. On the right side, we have b, sorry. So we get two values for b. One is b is equal to positive 3 and the other one is b equals to negative 3. Okay, now we have to get the possible values of a positive b. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to consider a equals to 2. That's the first value of a. When I take a equals to 2, I have two options for b. One is b equals to 3 and the other one is b equals to negative 3. In that case, what is the value of a positive b? To get a positive b, we have to add this 2 and 3. 2 positive 3 is just 5. Okay, when I take a equals to 2 and b equals to negative 3, then the value of a positive b is 2 negative 3, which is negative 1. Okay, now let me consider the second value of a, that is a equals to negative 2. In that case also, we have two options for b. One is b equals to 3 and the other one is b equals to negative 3. Okay, now the value of a positive b equals to negative 2 positive 3, which is positive 1. Okay, when a equals to negative 2 and b is equal to negative 3, the value of a positive b equals to negative 5. Now I got all possible values of this expression a positive b. So they are 5, negative 1, 1 and negative 5. Okay, according to the question, what is the minimum possible value of a positive b? Among these four values of a positive b I circled in red color, we have to get the one which is minimum. Clearly, that is a negative 5. We find negative 5 in answer choice A. The correct answer choice for this question is negative 5.